Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic Vanilla and our Hardcore Mage playthrough. We are back in Tirisfal Glades today. It turns out that timed quests actually do expire when you log out of the game. Who would have knew that? You guys probably all knew that. So here we are today. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take care of the stuff over in the east, and then we will go finish the family crypts, which is the highest level quest we have. We are level 12, it is level 13, so could be a little bit of a challenge, though we're probably going to hit level 13 before that. Let's head out to the lake first, grab the Lich's Spellbook. That's one of our lowest level quests that we're holding on to right now. And that one actually turns into Bether Ice Shard in the Undercity. Thank you guys for clicking on the video and for being here today. I hope you're all doing well. I've been playing more each day of this mage than other hardcore characters, where usually I would only play for about an hour a day. I've been playing for usually 2 hours a day, sometimes a little bit more. And I'll probably be just increasing the cadence at which the videos come out. And that's not me rushing, I have the time. I usually just spend that time doing other things. But I would like to make progress, and I think the best way to make progress is to devote time. So progress to me is either we get this character past the level 25 threshold, or we get it killed, and we get into a class that we can. Right now this class feels really good to me. That being said, yesterday we got down to like 5 HP. So, and I in that moment when we got down to 5 HP, I did not give up, obviously, because we lived, but internally, emotionally, I shut down. Emotionally, for me, I thought it was over, and I was already thinking about what I was going to roll next, while still just trying to live, you know, knowing that all we could do to live was just to run away at that point. So yeah, the point of that was that anything could happen. And I just, whatever it is that's going to happen, you know, instead of it happening 30 days from now, it can happen 15 days from now, you know. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we have to go back to the Undercity with that one before we do anything else. Scarlet Friars we can find everywhere. Let's head over into this general area. We might have to take out the zombies first. Been really trying to think about why this is my favorite version of World of Warcraft right now, especially with all the great World of Warcraft that you could play. Retail is doing really good. For people who are into retail, we've been playing a little bit of the 10.1 patch, Embers of Neltharion. The solo gearing game is in top-notch form with a couple of the systems that they've put in that let you gear out your character, it seems, quite extensively into the 400 item level range. Just by doing solo stuff, world quest, side quest, daily quest, whatever. Whatever your flavor of world content is, it seems like you can just do your solo stuff and get rewarded with pretty good gear progression. And that's really cool to see. And so we're going to keep playing a little bit of that. Trying to keep my toes in retail a little bit. I don't know if I'll ever be able to be a retail player again. What I've realized is that, like, Classic and Retail are such vastly different games that just because you like one doesn't mean that you're going to like both. They're incredibly different in almost every way. We got 2 of these guys. I'm not sure how I managed that, but, you know, it's early and I haven't had any coffee yet, so... We could have sheeped one of them. But I think we'll be okay, because they're a little bit of a lower level. Yeah, for me, retail, the problems that I have with retail, honestly, are class design related in the sense that I just feel like I have too many buttons to press. And I feel like I have too many buttons to track and too many cooldowns to track, and the whole game just feels like it's been designed for an add-on to play it for me. I know, the messed up thing is, I know that if I install weak auras so it can tell me when I should hit some of my 30-minute cooldown, my 30-second cooldowns, my 1.5-minute cooldowns, you know, the buttons that I drag to random parts of the bar that I don't care about because my action bar is somehow full of buttons that I have to press and I don't even have enough buttons for those. It's really weird. I remember when WoW went through like a pruning, when we were getting worried that each class was going to be busted down to like 8 core abilities. And then we had an unpruning. And now I have so many effing abilities. Some of them are in, like, since I'm not used to retail having flavorful abilities that you don't use all the time, I'm looking at all these abilities like, okay, what am I doing wrong? I should be using all of these abilities constantly, right? And I don't. There's like, as a shaman, I feel like I have like 3 short little DPS cooldowns that I don't blow on time. And it's like, yeah, I could definitely consult the guide and watch hours of videos on how to do the rotation correctly. But that's not really any fun to me at all. We got that was one thing, we only needed the 1 item. Okay, let's get out of here. So I'm trying to enjoy the class. I like the aesthetic of the shaman. When things are proccing, it's fun when you're getting your procs. Then there are moments when I'm sitting there waiting for a global cooldown and I'm like, no, there's something I don't understand about the class. I would not be sitting here waiting for an ability to come off cooldown with all the abilities I have if I understood how to play. And so that's my drawback with retail, is that I don't really understand the class design anymore. It does seem like they want you to have weak auras to play any of the classes. And there probably are a couple exceptions, and you guys probably know what they are. What comes to mind, Beast Mastery Hunter. If it hasn't changed too much from BFA, which it probably hasn't changed too much, Beast Mastery Hunter, I played DPS on that in BFA and raids, and that had a pretty simple, like, 5 to 6 button rotation that you had to do without a lot of stuff you had to track and manage, because I've never used weak auras in a raid. But I'm realizing now that if I was going to raid or do any mythic stuff in retail, I do need to have weak auras up. I need weak auras up to tell me when to hit the buttons that have those like short cooldowns, but they're not on the global cooldown. To tell me when to hit those, because I don't know. I don't know when to hit those. And even though I can read about priority and stuff like that, in the moment in a fight, unless you have the add-on telling you, you probably aren't going to know. Which is why all serious players play with weak auras. And since Blizzard devs know that all serious players play with weak auras, they design their classes with weak auras in mind. Which for someone like me that doesn't want to use add-ons, really detracts from my enjoyment of the game. Like, I could play the game and get by fine, but since I know that I'm not performing optimally, I'm never going to really love my class. The Paladin was a little bit simpler than the Shaman, so I'm going to keep leveling that. But even that had a few buttons that were like, you know, that I felt maybe were superfluous. I'd like to see it trimmed down a little bit. I love that he goes to heal her, and that's twice that he has not been able to get the heal off. It's fun. It's all that big DPS. Yeah, there's just something not as satisfying about the combat in WoW. About the combat in retail. I just don't really know all of what it is, but having tons of buttons to press, having all the flashy procs and stuff that come up all the time that you have to react to. It's like playing like a whack-a-mole game sometimes on some classes, which can be fun for a bit, but then when you realize like all of your performance in raid is based on this whack-a-mole mechanic, it gets less fun to think about. And I do wonder if it's the simplicity of some of the rotations and abilities and just the ease of grasping the mechanics of a class that draw people to Classic and then keep them there. Well, this is not going well. I don't think I have the mana to take this guy out. Especially because the sheep's gonna come undone here. Yeah, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Locked out of our frost spells means nope, nope, nope. We must run away. Here, eat that for a minute. Are you still frozen up there? Okay, he's still there. Maybe we can go at him now. He's probably gonna evade out. Oh, he didn't. And we must have... Oh, I was gonna say we must have leashed the other one, but we did not leash the other one. Oh, the heal. What a shit show. What an... He's still running? I don't know, like, what you call that maneuver that I just did, or why I did it, or if it's ever be repeated. I'd recommend just not ever repeating it. But we did it. It was successful. We killed the guy, and that was a fun little time we had. Cutting them around with our frost armor was what did that, because it slowed them down. And I'm just really surprised we were able to pull him so far from his spawn point. But yeah, I'll take it. Let's make some food, and then we will eat and drink. Take a deep breath and acknowledge that we're okay. And now, what do we need? What do we need over here? We need one more friar, which should not be hard to get. And then we're going to be hunting for the spiders, which are going to be a little bit further to the east. Ah yes, our talent point. Let's go ahead and we'll pop that into improved frostbolts. Next time we'll be done with that and we'll have it down by half a second from its original cast time. And that is 4 out of 4. So yeah, we are good here. We can just run back. We'll turn everything in, and then we'll be headed up to the Agamon Mills. I don't think we're going to get too many follow-ups from the stuff we're turning in. We might get maybe one more Scarlet Crusade quest. I don't really remember if there was anything after killing the captain guy. But I don't think so. I think the stuff we just did is going to be the last of that. But we'll see. Level 13, I mean, we are getting to the point where Silverpine is an option, and we're at a good level. Prove your worth. Oh, prove your worth is level 10. Yeah. We got to get into Silverpine by level 15. Do a couple of things there, and then probably get ourselves into the Barrens also. And then begin the zone hopping back and forth again. Durotar, are we gonna work on more stuff in Durotar? I really don't think so. I think we're done in Durotar for now. I think we're done in Durotar, and I think the next place that we'll be going over that way will be the Barrens. Conscript for the Horde is to go to, yeah, and then Fizzled Darkstorm, I'm not going to do that one. There's a lot of risk in it, and there's no reward for us, so it's just potential to get killed down in that chasm. Oh, that was the wrong way. There we go, let's head in maybe kind of the right direction here, would it be helpful. So yeah, we're gonna finish up things here, and then I think we're gonna go right into Silverpine. I don't think there are any level 10 quests coming out of the crossroads. Meets to Orgrimmar is like the little breadcrumb. We don't ever do that anyway. Yeah, level 12 and level 11. Level 11 is also a breadcrumb that I'm not too keen about, whether I lose it or not. So yeah, level 12. We'll make sure that we go back to the Barrens by level 15. That would be a good time. Because then there will be a bunch of stuff we can take on all at once, and we can do like a cohesive loop of an area.
I haven't got all day. Embrace the shadow.
What is it?
Okay, assassinate Captain Melrache and his 2 bodyguards.
Trust no one.
Where's that at? Oh, this is the one that's all the way up here. Okay, yeah, I remember that now. Yep, okay, that's fine. We can do that.
What now? Our time will
We have to go poison the Mountaineer. You'd think the Mountaineer who was there when we fed the human, the pumpkin, you'd think the Mountaineer would be like a lot hesitant to accept any form of sustenance from us, seeing what we did to his human buddy. But you know, It's WoW. We just have to let it go. Somebody said I should grab first aid. You're absolutely right, but man, I'm doing tailoring. I don't know if I can level up tailoring and first aid. Ugh, it's God.
What is
I know I need it, but I'm gonna have to farm linen, like intentionally find places to farm linen to keep both of those leveled up. It's gonna be impossible otherwise. Here you go, buddy. Oh, you'll be rid of us, all right. You're gonna be rid of everybody. There you go. You are now rid of us. It sometimes feels bad to take like other races through the undead stuff because you're just doing these. They're awful things. They're understandable from the point of view of the Forsaken, but from the point of view of any other person, it's hard to reconcile. Like, I feel like, okay, listen, because even in times of war, like, poisoning someone's a war crime. You can't just take captives and then poison them to death. Do experiments on them and, like, say that's fine because you're at war, because that's literally not how war works. War has and always has had both spoken and unspoken rules to it. And, that's just not how you do it. Yeah, I don't know if our troll here would be, like, really cool with that. Maybe, I mean... We're not a shaman, we're a mage, we could be ruthless. Robert, that's not the entrance. You can't just run towards the question marks, Robert. I need more coffee. It's Saturday, so I slept in. I slept in until about 8:30. And then, I didn't really drink my coffee. It's sitting here. So I should probably get to that. I'll try not to let my coffee distract me and get us killed in the elevator. Which may or may not have been what happened to the priest when I think back about it. I was definitely just sitting here distracted by something. And I just don't have a clear memory of what, because I like blacked out for a minute when I died. In absolute shock. A little undertone noise I heard there that I don't think I've heard before. I feel like I heard the crowd cheering from when Arthas originally returned before they realized he was an evil person. Yeah, I think I heard the undertone vocals of like a crowd cheering. We're waiting on this. We're waiting, yeah, no matter what. We didn't get there in time, but even if we had got there, I would have waited. This quest at Bether Ice Shard, that's going to take us back out to the lake to try to recruit that guy, so we need to do this before we do anything else. Let's see, we have quite a bit of linen. I think we'll go ahead and turn these into bandages, and that way we can we have some bolts of cloth already in the bank, and we have to start actually working on some tailoring patterns soon. So for now, we'll do this. I won't do all of them here. I will let that run when I go to log out.
What is it?
We get a staff for this 1 intellect, 1 spirit.
Embrace the shadow.
I'll take it. That's awesome. Yeah, the Mage class quests are definitely worth doing. Ooh, that has an interesting look to it. It's like a quarterstaff almost. I like it. Very cool. We don't need to train. Yeah, we're good there for the next half level. Okay. That stuff is done. Now we can head back out. We have to return to Gunther. Was this guy's name always Gunther? I swear I have no recollection of that being his name. Maybe I never read his name before, but I've read all these quests. So I feel like I'd have read it out loud. Gunther. It's a unique name, and I feel like if I had read that, I would have remembered it. And this time when I saw it, it struck me as strange. We're getting hit with a lot of intellect, which we're getting hit with more powerful forms of intellect, which is appreciated. Alright, one more elevator boss to go. We have to get out. One of you guys asked me why I only play on low populated servers, and I think you're a troll, but I answered you anyway. And maybe then what I thought was like maybe you caught a glimpse of when we were in a city. In the hardcore run, because that was the video that was left to comment on, was the hardcore run. This is a very populated server, but if you go to the cities, yeah, nobody's in the cities, so I can see how you would think, oh, this must be a low pop server. There's no max level characters standing in the city. No one's in the cities in hardcore. Everybody's out doing stuff, and since there aren't a lot of people that make it to 60, there's nobody to stand around Orgrimmar. Everybody's leveling, and that's the great thing about it. So yeah, if you guys are wondering, like, oh god, the city looks really empty. Well, yeah, the cities are empty. The cities are fulfilling their purpose. They're there for the NPCs, and they're there for the few things that we need them for as we level. Once we're on official Blizzard hardcore servers, and we can use the auction house and stuff like that, then I think that more people will be in the cities more often, but you still will never probably see that massive amount of like level 60 players. Especially if the hardcore server rules on the Blizzard side of things don't grant immortality at 60, because I don't think most hardcore players take the immortality at 60, because they do hardcore raids. They do max level hardcore raids where, you know, you die, you're dead, so that's not getting immortality at 60. I don't think that's the way. I think that's an option for people to help them feel like it's something worked into the faux rules. Just so people, if they get there and you can feel like, okay, good, I don't have to worry about this character now. I've achieved the maximum achievements, and now I can do whatever I want. But I don't think that's how most people actually play. And I feel like if there was a Blizzard hardcore server, I feel like you die at 60, you're still dead, right? What do you guys think? Do you think we should get immortality at 60, be able to raid as much as we want? Or do you think if you die, you die?
Just no.
All right, let's head over to the lake. They're gonna evade. They can't come into the water. That's right. They cannot come into the water. He didn't restore his health though, and I appreciate that.
What is it? Trust no one.
We need to take an item from here, don't we?
I'm listening.
I don't think we're going to be able to get up the hill back there. I actually think we have to run around this rock formation. I won't find that out until I reveal the map up there if I go that way, so... let's not go that way. Yeah, I feel like that's like screwing myself over if I try to go that way. Yeah, I need some kind of map reveal here to figure out our path, because I think there's a special trail that leads back to these guys. I don't think it's the main Scarlet Crusade area path. The monastery's back that way. I think we take this route here. Yeah, here we go. Let's take the off-road. So we don't want to go up to the monastery. Monastery has some elites that'll probably aggro us from, you know, 100 yards away, run up instantly and kill us. A Scarlet Watch post, that's what we need. Dealing with some level 10s. Guys are maybe close enough to aggro normally, but since we're a few levels higher than them, we can avoid them. And I'm going to avoid them. Looks like our buddy there probably just finished everybody off in here. So we'll fight outside for a second. Yeah, this could be another situation where it's hard to get this guy. I don't feel like really great about the position I'm in right now. That's a little bit better. Now this guy can heal himself, which is going to be a problem. Could potentially be a problem. There we go. Let's eat and drink before we even go in there to loot. Alright, that is done. And now we just kind of need to conceive of some way to get all the way to the other side of the zone. It's that easy. Yeah, we just need to get all the way over here. I feel like finding an area to jump down wouldn't be amiss. Let's try to jump down a little bit over here. And we'll just take it slowly so we don't slide to our death here. I don't really know how high the elevation is. Yeah. Okay. Oh, damn. Well, that was, you know, probably not a good idea. That's a lot of murlocs. There's no way through back here, so we have to go all the way around the mountains. So strap in for what might be a little bit of a run, actually. We might as well head back to Brill and turn this one in on the way. It's not like we can really take a more expedient route than to just take the roads. And you know what I'm thinking, guys? There's no reason for us to do that right now. It's level 13. It's going to be dangerous. We're going to be going down into a crypt where there are going to be lots of people respawning and probably lots of players causing the respawn rate to go up. And it's a higher level quest, so we don't have to take that risk, and I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to turn this in here, and then I think I'm going to run us down to the Sepulchre. I think that is the plan. We're going to do hidden enemies in Durotar, because hidden enemies will chain into the Ragefire Chasm quest. There's also some Ragefire Chasm quest we're going to have to pick up in Thunderbluff. We're going to have to make the Thunderbluff run at some point. That's not a risky run, really. If we're doing it around the same level that we're going to be doing Wailing Caverns, it's not too risky to be in that part of the Barrens around Camp Tarajo before we transition over to Mulgore. But yeah, we'll probably be doing that.
What would you ask of death? Farewell.
We do need to go back to the Undercity, so let's do that. Let's go to the Undercity, we'll get that quest turned into Bether, and I think that wraps up that chain. And then the only thing we have is to head into Silverpine Forest. I feel like that works out pretty well. You guys heard the cheers that time too, right?
What is it? Beware the living. Speak quickly.
I'm pretty sure that's done, and there's just like a bit of roleplay that happens after this between the two of them. They're like old buddies. There we go, we recruited somebody to the Forsaken. Aren't we a proud troll? Alright guys, this seems like a good place to wrap it up for today. We'll save going into Silver Pine for next time. We'll take the road down, we'll get to the Sepulchre, and we'll dig into things there. We'll have some level 10 and 11 stuff to do. So it should be a good time. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we'll see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.